making coconut milk. So don't be afraid, we don't need fresh coconuts. So if you're not fortunate enough, like we are in Japan, to have access to everyday fresh coconuts because they are so expensive, you still can make your own coconut milk from shredded coconuts. So they usually come in plastic bags like this, and you want to just take 1 cup and pre-soak it with a bit of lukewarm water. Yeah, so I prepared this here. This is 1 cup and 1 cup. 1 cup warm water, 1 cup of shredded coconut. And then you decide whether you like it more creamy or if it's for everyday use. You want to go for 4 cups of water. So I'm adding here 1 cup of warm water and 3 extra cups. So I using the fast speed blender. So I'm just going to put this on real quick. And leave it there. And I prepared the same here in my soy milk maker, because this is just less messy. Either way, it works both. So you can use a high-speed blender, or you can use the raw function of your soy milk maker. Once you hear the beep, once you are ready, you take your milk and strain it. So less messy is it using a strainer, but you of course can use a cheese bag. I prefer the strainer. It's just sitting there and it will drop down and it is finished. Now, as for me, I prefer to have everything natural. I don't add dates to my milk. I don't add vanilla powder. I also don't add any more sea or Celtic salt. If you feel you need it more sweet, please go ahead. So you can add a few dates just to sweeten it up. But generally for me, I try to stay away from added sugars, even they are healthy sugars. Okay, then once this is all tripped down, you can use a spatula. And in my next recipes, please keep the leftover pulp. Leftover pulp can be used, reused, recycled. So I'm a big fan of recycling. So this is actually not meant to go in the rubbish. So you just keep this here, set it aside meanwhile, and then use your recycled bottles. Buy a glass and keep it. Wash and sterilize. Remember, if you're reusing, you always want to properly wash and sterilize, just like baby bottles. And here we go. So I do prefer the soy milk maker because it seems for the same amount of shredded coconut, you get a little bit more out of it. So this is the more liquidy version. If you need it creamy, just use less water. Okay. And overnight it will just form a tiny bit of layer here. But this is freshly made coconut milk.